A little bit of breaking news prior to tonight's game at Bramall Lane versus Sheffield United. And that being Eliot Matazo has been announced about an hour and a half before kickoff as a Hull City player. The official announcement coming through from Hull City. Of course, we've known this deal's been in the works for about a week or so now. Of course, he was in attendance at Tuesday night's game against QPR alongside Lincoln Henrique. Henrique was announced yesterday, so we presumed that it was only a matter of time before Eliot Matazo was announced as a Hull City player, and he makes himself what I believe to be the sixth signing for Hull City this transfer window. In this video, we'll be going through what Hull City have said on the matter, what I think Eliot Matazo will provide to this squad under Ruben Sayers that's trying to fight away from the relegation battle, and ultimately some words from the man himself. So let's go through what Hull City have said. Hull City are delighted to announce the signing of Belgian midfielder Eliot Matazo from French Ligue 1 side Monaco for an undisclosed fee. We know this is in the region of around €2.5 million. Not too bad for a 22-year-old player that's got bags of potential ahead of him. The 22-year-old has penned a 3.5-year deal at the MKM Stadium with the club option of a further deal. Further year, not further deal. The Belgium under-21 international made 84 appearances for Monaco after joining their youth setup from Anderlecht in 2018. Featuring 14 times for Monaco's B team in French football's fourth tier, the diminutive defensive midfielder made his first team debut in a 3-2 win over Strasbourg in September of 2020. He scored his first goal in a 1-0 success over Stade Reims, ending his breakthrough season with 14 appearances, 4 of which came during their run to the 2021 Coupe de France final. Lovely. Matazo surpassed that tally in 2021-22, playing 28 times for Monaco, finished third in Ligue 1 and reached the last 16 of the Europa League, followed by 29 appearances in 2023 season. Loaned to Royal Antwerp last February, he made 12 appearances back in his native Belgium and started the 2024 Belgian Cup final in a defeat to Union Saint-Gilloise. 3 of his 7 appearances for Les Rouges at Blanc, probably butchered that one, very sorry, this season came in the Champions League. So a little bit of Champions League pedigree again in the Tigers' ranks, including one as a substitute against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. Having captained his country at under-16s, under-18s level, Matazo has earned 22 caps in the under-21s age group and played at the 2023 European Under-21 Championship. So some words from him now. Matazo said, I'm very pleased, not just pleased, I'm very pleased and excited to be here and excited to get the journey, this new journey. It happened quickly. Hull City came to my agent and very quickly I had a talk with the manager, sporting director and president. That the feeling was very positive and it was easy to make this choice. It's a very ambitious project with great ideas, and I'm also a very ambitious person as well. We match together. We both have big ambitions for the club. We want to help. They want to help me in my journey, and I want to help the club achieve their goals. I'm a physical, technical player, fast. I like to combine with my teammates, and I am really oriented to the goal. I want to score goals, make action, but I also like to defend. England is the best country to play football. I'm really excited to be on the pitch with the fans cheering for us. Welcome, Eliot. So, I mean, that's the second signing we've made this January transfer window that's actually said that England is the best country for football. So, I mean, that's a little bonus. And another player that wants to be here to shows that ambition, not only that the club has, but also Eliot Matazo to speak openly about the ambition of the club and of himself to develop it. Of course, a young player on a 3.5-year deal. That is good. If we see out his full contract without the club option of a further year, we're getting from age 22 all the way through to age 25, 26, depending on when his birthday falls, which is fantastic. We're getting him for this season and another 3, which is brilliant to say that this player has such a high ceiling, can go on and become something that the 2.5 million or whatever fee that we paid for him from Monaco, where that can just seem absolutely silly of a steal. A little bit like Regan Slater, 50 grand. Regan Slater's far worth more than 50 grand. Yes, some people may not say so, but let's be frank, he is. And Eliot Matazo will be that in the future. I think if he gets a good run in this squad, of course, he said that he's a little bit more versatile. He likes to go box to box. He gets contributed with the goals, but he also gets back and defend, which I think that's something very key within the City side. We've seen it so many times this season and last, where maybe it's coming down to the final 10 minutes and some players have ran the legs a little bit, where you can have Eliot Matazo throughout the game playing as that box-to-box man. That's his job. And so you can maybe have a João Pedro a little bit more refreshed and his fitness lasts throughout the game more. So a João Pedro can run on a little bit later on and he can maybe stick up the pitch. We've seen it as well, corners and stuff. We stick so many players back. If we have an Eliot Matazo in, a player who can carry the ball with his pace and his technical ability, carry the ball from our area to the other area, we can maybe stick up a player on the halfway line, like a João Pedro, a Joe Geldhart, a Kyle Joseph, one of these players, stick them on the halfway line, get Eliot Matazo to help the defensive effort there, and we can have someone else to project onto, to move forwards, to maybe score a goal, prevent the oncoming goal from the corner, whatever. It's a fantastic deal, and it's a fantastic player to fit in this current City setup. I think he's going to work fantastically under Ruben Sayers. It sounds like that sort of signing that Ruben Sayers so desperately needs into this City squad. A burst of pace, energy into that midfield. I think he's going to fit perfectly along the likes of Steven Alzate and Gustavo Puerta, both of whom most likely will be here beyond the end of the season. Of course, we just have to wait on the front of Gustavo Puerta. He just needs to play them games, and then that obligation to buy comes in place. But it's a fantastic deal, this one. One that kind of spawned out of nowhere, but once you sort of saw the reports coming through, maybe the few rumours coming through at the back end of last week, you went, hang on a minute, this is actually quite a good deal for Hull City that may flow under the radar. I mean, I've not seen the overall consensus report from other people, but this seems like a perfect deal that's online with some of the good ones in Hull City past, where if everything falls right for Eliot Matazo, and of course things can go wrong, touch wood that they won't, but things can, touch wood, Eliot Matazo will become a player in the next 3.5 years, if less, if not more, will be a key stay in the City side and is going to be a brilliant addition for the years to come. Massive difference from this January transfer window to last January transfer window. I'm struggling to get my words out. It's massive difference. Last season was focusing on the win now scheme. Get the loan players in, get the players in that are going to help us this season. That didn't work. The club have rethinked their ideologies. Adjun's rethinked his work. And this January, with a manager that's going to take us to places that maybe we haven't seen since the likes of Steve Bruce. The manager's going to take us them places with a long-term ambition. It's not a win-now scheme. The players we're bringing in, not on loans. We've got quite a few loans. Yes, of course, that's to help us steer away from the relegation battle that we're in. But we're getting key players like this. If you thought last season, players like this, we may have got in on loan. May have got an Eliot Matazo in on a loan deal or something similar to that. Whereas this season, we're getting them in on a permanent, long-term-ish deal. 3.5 years is we'll say that's long-term. Fantastic deal, fantastic addition by Ruben Sayers, Adjun, and Dublin, the sporting director. So fantastic work, everyone at the club. This is a good signing, which I'm almost convinced will be pound for pound money well spent, if not far beyond it. So fantastic deal. And we'll play Sheffield United in about an hour or so. So I will be live here on the channel. If you want to stick around by liking and subscribing to see that. And I'll see you in the live stream, if not in the reaction afterwards. I'll see you there. Up the Tigers.